My name is James Shea. I am the Creative and Character Development Director for Feld Entertainment.
My name is David Doersch.
Should we be scared?
Can't compete with the T-Rex. My name is David Doersch. I work hand in glove with James on the puppetry, on the Dinoteering. I'm also the stunt coordinator and fight director for the show. And I work on the casting team as well.
Hi, my name is Jay Christensen. I'm the head athletic trainer for Feld Entertainment.
And so we wanted to bring you here to the Becoming a Dinoteer station because perfect transition. You've just learned how to get a job and how to get cast as a Dinoteer. And now at that point you'd make it over here to us. And we now take that amazing, talented group of performers that Jessica and her team have identified. And now this is where we get to layer in that amazing story that you started to hear about, and to give each of those dinosaurs the unique personality that makes them so iconic and really fits them into that Jurassic World canon that we're doing here. So we are taking all of the storytelling moments and all of those tiny details and the nuances of how each dinosaur moves, their individual characteristics, and how do we translate that to these mechanical operated things. So, you know, you saw the little hand puppets that we use for auditions, which are great, and now you've learned how to take, you know, if you want to tip your head side to side as a human, and now you're learning how to tip it side to side with a hand puppet, now you need to learn how to take two control yokes, and now you're kind of almost doing this motion just to get the puppet, the dinosaur, to do those things that you're looking for it to do, to convey that subtle little emotion, just to get a puppet to look inquisitive. You know, you have to now do this whole complicated motion to get your dinosaur to convey each of those moments.
Some of the big moments that happen in the show are the iconic raptors being predators kind of moments, are exactly what James described. You know, a raptor comes into a room, perceives danger or perceives possible prey over here, is going to turn, think about it, step forward, sniff, move in, get. That is all incredibly complex to work all that on the inside of these dinosaurs that we have that are brilliant and state of the art, but they are. It's a lot.
It's a tight squeeze.
It's a tight squeeze.
That you're also now wearing upwards of 125 pounds of weight on your shoulders, and you're restricted into the body of this dinosaur. So you don't have that full range of motion of put your elbows out and put all of your full force in it. All of those dinosaurs really require you to have a nice tight stance, and also take a lot of that weight onto your legs. So leg strength is really important as well. But we still want those dinosaur legs to move in a way that is really active and engaging, and they have those predatory stances, or they have those long
quick movements, being able to come in quickly and make an attack, and consequently there's a great deal of conditioning that goes into the work. As we're starting our rehearsals, we're going to have an extensive workshop period that's core conditioning that Jay's going to be heavily involved in, and helping make sure that what we do is sustainable.
Yeah, absolutely. Since 2015, Feld Entertainment has employed athletic trainers for their properties. Jurassic World is no different. Make no mistake, the people that are involved in this and the Dinoteers are absolutely athletes. And as such, this needs to be sustainable. So not only do they need to be able to move these dinosaurs, be able to sustain their physical fitness and activity, preventative maintenance in addition to the recovery from every show, week after week, day after day, and on and on and on, is massive and paramount. Not only sustaining and maintaining the quality of the show, but the quality of the performer, so that they can sustain this for a long period of time.
And given the variety of different dinosaurs we have raptors that are human operated, we have, of course, Genie, our Troodon, that's human operated, and Genie's a smaller dinosaur, so that means a smaller performer, right? Has to bear all that weight, 100 plus pounds, being able to do all that and yet be a more petite person. We also have the baby stag. The baby stag is a four-legged creature as opposed to a two-legged like a raptor type. So the performer is in a position like this, operating. You'll see that these have spring-loaded, right, to give a little bit of bend on the elbow when they step down. It's a much more complex thing. We can't put any weight on this floor just because it's a little slippery, but one of the most challenging things is for the performers to learn to walk in opposition and be able to manage that with the size of
Yeah, so this is those big stick feet that we were talking about there. But then we also even have, this is the Troodon foot there as well. So this foot is actually going to be on the side of the performer's actual foot as well. So now they're also battling the obstacle of having a much wider foot than they're used to having. And what kind of space is that going to take up on each side of your leg? And how high does it need to lift? And to really get that accurate walk where you really are landing in a way that is looking believable. So they don't just look like shuffling across the floor dinosaurs. There's that whole thought process that really goes from the nose of the dinosaur all the way to the toe of the dinosaur. That everything is articulated the way that the dinosaurs were designed to do, as well as the way that we know them to move with all of these.
In the raptors and in the troodons, the performers can't see out of the eyes or out of the head of the creature, so they're given a small camera lens with an interior digital screen similar to an iPhone, a little bit bigger than an iPhone, and that's how they're seeing in front of them. And then they have viewports on the side where they get a little bit of peripheral vision depending on the lighting, but really everything they're doing is based on that screen.
Nice.
Which is an additional challenge, being able to gauge depth perception. And that's part of what James and I are working so closely on, because I'm doing all the stunts. James and I are both working on the dinosaurs, being able to create the illusion that a dinosaur has grabbed someone and throwing them, or coming up and attacking them, bashing into them with their chest, or hitting them with the tail. Being able to gauge that depth perception to create those illusions safely, both for the performer, the human performers, as well as the longevity and sustainability of the dinosaurs.
And one of the coolest things that we're partnering on in this particular show is we have dino-human interaction, and we also have dino and vehicle interaction. So we have, you've seen our Jeep, but we also have motorcycles as well in the show, which is really cool.
Nice.
So we're working out layering in those elements where one of our dinosaurs can work to take out a motorcycle with a swipe of its tail. And so getting all of that intricate choreography down in a way that's believable that a dinosaur would react to that, and what kind of responses would it be, and how is the dinosaur feeling in that moment, and really conveying that intensity, the ferocity of it, and executing it perfectly, safely, and consistently every single time, so that we can sustain that in the number of shows that we do every single year.
Would anyone like to
feel
experience?
how heavy it is? Who wants to jump in?
Go ahead, you can go first.
Yeah, come on.
And I'm gonna preface this right now. When we get all the weights in, you will be at half the weight of one of our dinosaurs.
You have no faith in us.
This can go right over your head. So, excellent. This is going to be your waist belt and shears. So you want to bring that around there. There you go. Ready? All right. So that's about 60 pounds of weight. So that's half the weight of one of our dinosaurs. Yeah.
And you can imagine now, if that weight were distributed 3 or 4 feet in front of you, 6 feet behind you.
And you're going to be holding your controls about here, almost like a steering wheel. Yep. And then you have a multitude of different controls inside as well. So not only are you just using this to kind of steer the neck, you have these up-down motions, you have a roll motion, you can push forward and back to get the neck. There we go. You also have things where you can take your hands off of the center controls.
I'm standing in front of a dinosaur right now. It's
you're going to have sound cue buttons. So you have you could launch a rocket ship from all the things you could do inside the dinosaur with your arms pinned to the side,
Right,
and getting the legs
that's the other part of it is the frame is like that.
Yeah, so you can't even bring the elbows up. So you're trying to do all of that, all in here. Yeah.
All in the semi-squat.
Yes.
lower.
Yeah, you gotta keep the legs in all the time. Yeah.
Now try walking.
Yeah. Remember, you have to lift the legs nice
Knees
and
high. Knees high.
There you go. There it is.
It's really interesting because with this extra weight, you become very aware of the weight range.
I'll go ahead.
We just go full force.
Let's go full force right away. Ready? It's definitely pretty heavy now.
Right?
Yeah.
Half. Yeah, just halfway. And again, to get into that nice deep stance there, yeah. Hold those almost tight and tight, yeah, and you're really controlling it almost like you're driving.
And when you suddenly decide to roar upwards,
you have to shift all of that back.
when you roar upwards,
Yeah,
the
so
tail and the neck
keep your hips
all
down,
pulling down.
Yeah.
You throw your back out.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so it's really about finding your center and that weight, putting it in a place that's safe, where we're still going to keep the dinosaur up.
Yeah. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
All this other stuff in your
Yeah, it's an amazing team of Dinoteers who bring
Yeah,
this
these
to
guys,
life.
I mean, and they just become just wizards at it. You know, because there's sound buttons, there's all kinds of different things. With the raptors, the way you cue the jaw, there's a thumb trigger on that. On the Troodon, it's a handbrake. On the baby stag, it's a handbrake to turn the head. So one handbrake was right, one handbrake was left.
And a lot of our Dinoteers have the ability to jump into multiple different dinosaurs. And so none of them work in a similar fashion at all. And so every single one is operated completely differently. So these guys are wizards at being able to switch their brain and know on this dinosaur, it's a button to do the mouth. On this one, it's a handbrake. On this one, it's remote control. So you gotta be able to know who you're in and what you're doing and how to bring them. You just want to wait about 90 seconds.
It's like weirdly comfortable, isn't it? It is.
Yeah.
You get like adjusted to it.
Yeah.
So they, as you can imagine, with the with an hour and a half or hour 45-minute show with an intermission. And multiple long scenes, and Genie is throughout the show, right? So Genie is in scene after scene, but we have multiple Dinoteers who come in, and so we're able to have Genie go out and do a scene, a very athletic scene, right? And then she'll step off, and another Genie will seamlessly come out for the next scene, right?
Yeah.
So that
So that's one of our challenges too, because we don't want the audience to be none the wiser. There's only one Genie in our storyline,
Yeah.
so it really has to be every performer, every Dinoteer is performing the role exactly the same. So you never know what the different.
so from one Genie to the next, they look just the same. Is it time?
Yeah.